aficionados. Greetings, anybody who ever hangs out on my channel. This is Terra Illumination. It is middle of the day on 9th of November 2022. The eclipse is past. The elections are closed. And things are very, very unstable, as we predicted. Anyway, I thought I would come on here because my head is kind of spinning out. I'm at my local office at McDonald's. As you know, I have McDonald's offices all over the place. And some of you may know I have set myself up on TikTok. And I had so much fun for the last, whatever it was, week or two since I've been doing TikTok. And there's some really pointless, grotesque stuff there, borderline pornography or whatever you want to call it. And anyway, I just got notifications from TikTok community guidelines that they're taking down my videos. They say that my videos do not fit their community guidelines. I thought I was doing an outstanding job of being very well moderated of myself. Apparently I'm wrong. Free speech is not welcome on TikTok. At least not my kind of free speech. In a way, I don't blame them for taking me off, taking me down. I still have the channel. They haven't shut me down yet. They're just threatened, okay? So I don't really know what to say. The whole point of myself going to TikTok was so I could enjoy a lot more rapid-fire freedom, including freedom of expression, capturing thoughts, ideas, concepts, language in the moment, and just put it out there. I had a really long and thorough conversation with some amazing social media content counselors. They do consultations, and they offered to help me. And so we talked about everything from the early days of the Terra Illumination channel and all the rip-roaring fun days with free giveaways and what do they call them? Almost like lotteries, where you can buy tickets and then somebody wins a free reading, things like that. And those were the days when I did like 40 videos per month, 12 videos for the relationships and 12 videos for spiritual evolution, and then the Sunday night shows and anything else in between. And a lot of you know the history. In late 2018, my channel was essentially destroyed. But I kept going and reconfigured, and I tried to reconfigure and stay closer to their community guidelines, and it worked. I kept going. There was a time when I was actually invited to the YouTube headquarters several times to hang out with all the bigwigs and everything. I loved it. I felt like I was a megastar. Anyway, things have become very, very disturbing, very unstable in the world of social media, as you know. I'm really, frankly, a little scared to even talk about the things that I want to talk about because YouTube is an amazing platform for what it is, except that it doesn't allow for people like me. And Google is an amazing parent company, except that it doesn't allow for people like me. Then there's the Alphabet, which is the god of all corporations. It's essentially a monopoly. And they have developed mind-boggling systems for, let's say, muzzling free speech in the way that I understand free speech. So fast forward here to the eclipses, and I actually started my TikTok around the new moon, Scorpio new moon eclipse, and I was so excited. Like I thought, oh, as soon as I started playing with it, oh man, this actually works. It's so simple, it's so fast, it's so much fun. Let's do this. And people seem to be doing anything and everything that they want. And here we are 2 weeks later, especially the night after, or the day after the American midterms, and pretty much everything I've done in the last 2 weeks has just been shot down. So it's like, what's the point? There is no thing, there's no such thing as free speech. The Second Amendment doesn't exist as far as TikTok is concerned. And that's very sad for me, okay? Very, very sad. I've been trying to work out a little bit on Twitter. I'm still learning Twitter. Twitter seems to be more complicated in how it works, and those social media consultants didn't even mention Twitter in our conversations. I don't think they consider it that relevant compared to YouTube and TikTok, which have billions and billions of subscribers. Twitter is amazing, but it's also kind of controversial recently because of the whole thing with Elon and all of that, and Elon being a serious proponent of the Second Amendment and free speech. The First Amendment, excuse me. Second Amendment is the right to bear arms so that we can protect our freedom of speech. So, things are getting very, very weird over here. So I'm trying to translate it into the eclipse, okay? So, because primarily my channel has been about the tarot and about the astrology for the last 5.5 years. And of course, some of you know is that I've gone off on a tangent with all the global stuff because it's so personal to me. Because the way I'm built, if you knew my astrology, you'd see how I'm actually quite well built to be able to to be able to see things and operate at the macro scale. Now in astrology, that would be especially considering the energies of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. But to get into those energy fields, you still have to traverse the energy fields of Jupiter and Saturn, okay? So I like to do all that stuff, and I became consumed by it, especially since January 2020, when the truth of my book became true, and it became very obvious across the whole of planet Earth of what's going on. Thank you for the comments. I just saw something there from folks watching live. I know it's a random thing. It's like noon over here. I'm in, let's see, what is it? It's 1:15 p.m. in Las Vegas, Pacific Standard Time, 9th of November, 2022. So there's a lot of people whose stomachs are churning right now because the midterms are extremely, extremely tight. It doesn't make any sense to me. There's something very, very, let's say, incredulous about what's going on. I've done a lot of homework studying, like behind the scenes about what's going on, but I can't talk about any of it on this channel, on my YouTube. So I don't. I can talk around it perhaps. And it's just, you get to a point where you really don't know what to do, okay? Jennifer Schwab, you used to use Twitter. they don't like the truth, so they suspended you. What? Wow. Hi, Julie. Hello, Julia Sarbu. Okay, hi. Wow. I mean, what can you do? I know there is the ones that I know I can trust so far are BitChute and Rumble. Let's see what else. I'm still learning about Rumble, and I think Rumble so far is pretty awesome. They have allowed me to put up the things that I really like to talk about and that I believe in. And I have not been yet condemned for crossing community guidelines. So when I look at the astrology, just over 2 weeks ago, we were building up to the Scorpio new moon eclipse, and I was like, whoa, new starts, new beginnings, old ways, all my sad old ways of moaning and groaning and the destruction of my channel, that's going to be history. I'm going to spark off new life, new vigor, new chapters ahead, and the bad things will be eclipsed and the new things will be brought in. That's what happened. Specifically Twitter. Twitter, but even more the TikTok. As soon as TikTok, my TikTok account started picking up very big and very rapidly, and I was thrilled. I was having so much support. I think so far I've had one dislike, but everyone else was very, very supportive. So I thought, wow, I must be doing something right. I was so excited. I was so thrilled. And here I am today sitting in my office at McDonald's, and I've just been shot down in flames. Okay. So that's the title of this little video. I'm going to let it go at that for now. I don't want to get myself into any more trouble. Thank all of you for live streaming and watching and giving me some thumbs up. I love it. This is my regular YouTube channel. I don't know what to do now because this is the full moon eclipse just passed. It was a very brutal short eclipse chapter. Look at it this way. TikTok was the brand new thing eclipsed into my life as old things were eclipsed out. And we come to the full moon where the real eclipse happens, and my TikTok is now eclipsed out of my world, okay? I see you guys. Thank you so much. So I will post this now and try and stop myself getting into more trouble. Let me see if I can do that. I have to find the stop buttons. Here we go. Am I sure when I need to stop? Yes.